Good morning, everybody. Nice to see so many happy faces. My name is Bonny Traverse. I'm from the Lake St. Martin First Nation here in Manitoba. It's about 3 hours north on the number 6 highway. If you were going to go to Thompson, stop at the St. Martin Junction, 15 minutes east, and there we are. I just want to talk a little bit first about our history. Like I said, I was actually born here, but raised in my community of Lake St. Martin. My parents were very big on education. They spoke 2 of the 5 languages that are here. My mom was Cree, my dad was Ojibwe. So I was really blessed to understand both languages and spoke it fluently up until the age of 5. So at 5, my parents decided they needed to teach me English because that was what was going to be taught to us. So they were looking forward. And for that, I'm so grateful because it got me to where I am today. And I just wanted to thank the organizers. I was really surprised to be here, but also really thankful. And just meeting some people last night was just wonderful. Our community has gone through a lot, historically, as well as recently. So in 2011, our community was flooded out on purpose to save the city of Winnipeg. I guess a dike was being built through, and so we were relocated. The whole community was relocated to Winnipeg and various little towns around this Manitoba. We were kept from going back while leadership federally, provincially, and our own local leadership were deciding where we were going to be relocated to. And the community elders and everybody basically just all stated, you know what, we want to stay together. We don't want to be separated. We're family. We stayed together. So the impacts of this is felt today, and I'm sure it'll be felt for a long time. However, we're a very resilient community. I want to just talk a little bit about myself and how I fit into this. I was educated here in early learning and childcare at the Red River College in 1987. I'm not going to try and age myself, but imagine my surprise when I went back to when I worked. I was a single parent. I have 3 children, and I saw my first paycheck, and it was no better than living on welfare. So I was just, I worked so hard for this diploma, and we were the last graduating class that had their classification of ECE III. But in order to increase my pay grade, I came here to University of Manitoba for 3 years, and I got a degree with a focus on Native studies, because believe it or not, they don't teach that in education from grade to grade 11. So I needed to know where I fit into this Canadian fabric, why things were the way they were. And that was one of the questions to my early instructor was, do you know if there's any childcare centers in First Nations communities? And she said, I don't know. So I didn't know that answer till 2000. So at that time, I had the opportunity to become the coordinator for all the First Nations in Manitoba. There's 63. So I got to see all the childcare centers, and the only reason that they were given childcare centers, I think from 1995, was because now the communities were looking after their own employment services. So prior to that, it was believed there was no employment in First Nation communities. So during this time, Lake St. Martin was getting some funding, and because I had my ECE III, I was asked to come back to the community to start up the center. So I had the opportunity to change this building, which was prior a hall, a church. We bought it off the church and changed it into a childcare center. And it was beautiful. It had hardwood floors. I really wish I could have took some inside pictures. It was gorgeous. And of course it flooded out. We were right by a lake. You can see there. That was the lake that flooded the rest of the community. But this was really exciting for the community. We had to train some people, local people who wanted to come and have the heart, I guess, and the qualification, not really, but the criminal record check, child abuse, all that the province requires, as well as getting the training. And so I had to shop around basically and see what could be delivered to us. And because we're a community within 4 other surrounding communities, we were able to pool our money together and train 25 people. So some of those people who graduated were automatically scooped up by the schools, other programs that could pay better. So that happened. Fast forward, the flood, all of that happened, and so about a year and a half ago, I'd like to say, I was asked to come back because I moved back to Winnipeg, and then we were given this new center. So this new center has 22 spaces. We don't have a safe playground as yet. We're located right next to the school. And so again, it's a beautiful center. We've been really blessed in that way to have these beautiful buildings. So right now, we provide service for ages 12 months to 6 years old. And the reason for that is because we know that people can go on mat leave till 12 months, right? So that was the age that the community decided to go with. We also do before and after school, kind of like we help the school because they have teachers there that come from all over the world, and had asked us if they can have their child come either before or after school. And because we have the space right now, we're just taking whoever. I also have a background in child welfare. I worked in that. So I really tried to reach out to the community and partner with as many people as I could in the child welfare system, because one of our goals is to keep children out of going into care. And this is one of the ways in which we're doing that. This is the inside of our center. This is the grand opening. These doors here are the nap rooms. And as you can see, it's a beautiful center. We don't segregate the children by age. We find that the children, the older ones, seem to really teach the younger ones, and the younger ones mimic what the older ones do. So we just kind of create that space for them to do that. So we're designed for 4 infants and toddlers, 18 preschool. We have 6 staff members. So happy about that. So our community was really excited to have the center open because we've been in operation now we moved back for about 5 years now. So we're in the process of development. We're a community about 3,000 membership, both on and off reserve. There's still people that live here in Winnipeg, want to move back to the community, want to be employed with the infrastructure, but it's the housing situation that prevents people from moving back as quickly as they want to. However, that's still ongoing. So as people are coming back home, we're anticipating that. So in that anticipation, when the province of Manitoba did a call out for the RTMs, it was a very small window, and I just happened to be scrolling through and Googling what was new, and I thought, wow, we're going to apply for that, and lo and behold, we got it, and I was just like, yay. So, I'm fortunate to work closely with our leadership, chief and council, and because they view me as the expert on childcare in the community, I just give them a background and tell them this is a really good idea if we're going to be looking to grow 10, 20 years ahead. And so with the 22 spaces and the 74, we're just like, well, we don't have 100 children just yet. But other communities are looking at us and said, if you have the space, can we come? And I'm thinking, sure, why not if we have the space? And so right now, for the fees, parents are more than willing to pay that $10 a day. And that's all we're asking. And if you bring your child for half a day, $5. So this is money that's rolled back into the center for whatever celebrations we're going to have. And we're very big on celebrations, birthdays, all that kind of stuff. Pardon me? I'll just leave it right there. Presently, we're not provincially licensed. However, we are talking with the province, with the RTM. And our leadership is keen to look at what all that entails. I think the one point that they're really looking at is the board process. And as most First Nation, because they're self-governing or their own government, they're the ones that can make the decisions and be on the board. However, because they have so many roles, I was putting in their year that might be good to include some parents, elders, grandparents, and other people in the community to be on the board, like from the school, from CFS, all these people that we're partnering with. So that's where we're at right now. And so far today, they're in agreement with everything I'm telling them, so. And then we have the health inspector who comes to the community and inspects not only our center, but all the buildings in the community. So we're getting a good rapport with everybody that comes. Pretty exciting. And this is just a little bit about me. Like I said, I have my ECE III. With the Bachelor of Arts here, I focus on Native Studies and Sociology. Right now, we're in collaboration with Assiniboine College to deliver training to our First Nations. I don't know if many of you have heard of the Jordan's Principle. So a lot of people want training for those people working there. And because a lot of the children that come to our center have special needs, I also reached out to Jordan's Principal and said, you know what, we maybe need some of your workers. They said, what can we do? I said, how about we get a whole bunch of ECs with that Jordan Principal money? And they're going, yay, because they were looking at child development workers. I have no idea what that means, but I think that it may not have the accreditation that an ECE II or III would have. So I was thinking, why not have them all? So that's what we're talking about. We're also looking at every course to see if it would fit with Lake St. Martin beliefs, language, all of that. So we want input into how that training is delivered. The college has also said they can use people like myself, others that have education to deliver the training, whether that's online, face-to-face, or in our community. So we're looking at that, and I really believe it could work because it worked back in 2006. So many of the families, excuse me. Many of the families who utilize our services work in the community: education, health, child welfare, the infrastructure, like operation and maintenance, waterworks. So these are single dads, single mothers, couples, whoever. We're a fast-growing community. Therefore, we're looking forward to the expansion of our center, like I said, with the RTM. But really happy to meet some people who are involved with that. And because it hasn't been built yet, I'm going to have some say in some stuff. So people in our community are, like I said, very close-knit. We are very big on the language development, teaching that to the children, very basic. And we're doing that already, singing songs and stories. And it's just wonderful to see, like it's not very structured like you would see, I guess, if you came to Winnipeg. So everybody that comes into the center says they have it has an atmosphere of welcome. Children are happy, the staff is happy. And actually the community, because this is the first time that they had some kind of training going on. I delivered the childcare assistant training last March. You can't imagine the training, the ordering of equipment, the hiring of staff to do all that within a short period of time. I didn't think I had it in me, but because my passion has been childcare, it was like full steam ahead. I feel like I can take a bit of a breath right now, so that's why I'm here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. And are looking to the future. We're very optimistic. Things are looking up there. We've been hit like everybody else with the pandemic. That was very traumatic because we lost a lot of people. I think about 100 deaths in our community, from babies to elders. So even start grieving about that. But like I said, we're close-knit, we're family, and we're growing, and we're just trying to keep that going with our children. And I was really happy to hear, I think the lady from Denmark who said that it's very important to teach the children and to teach them about nurturing and growing together. Thank you.